Hey, good morning. I'm Janet Johnson, and I am here with Social Media, I already messed it up. Social Coffee Time. Social Coffee Time is a new show that I will be doing weekly, Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central. So welcome. Thanks for coming on. Hey, Bonnie. Glad to have you. I hope you have your coffee or your smoothie, or by the way, I was up really early this morning, so I only have a water. So good. And I appreciate that you can hear me, it sounds like. So somebody just texted me. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to cover today is we're going to cover some things that happened at Social Media Marketing World. I did not attend this year. I was really bummed out about it. It's a long story, but there were just some reasons I could not attend, and I will be attending next year for sure. And I'm actually going to be applying to speak here soon so that I can hopefully be part of the speaking at Social Media Marketing World. But I did listen to some podcasts and have listened to some other things about what the talk was, and it's absolutely not a surprise, but we'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about just a couple recent updates, some things that are big news and I'm very excited about. And then lastly, we're going to talk a little bit about what I've been doing with my clients. I think one of the things that I wanted to do to differentiate this Facebook Live from anybody else's, Social Media Examiner puts on a great Facebook Live every single week where they talk about updates. So you can get the information from there. I'll give you updates too, but I feel like what could make this different? And I work with clients day in, day out, and I learn something every day. So what I'm going to start doing is each week bringing to you some of the pieces that I've learned, so that you can hear about real world examples on a weekly basis. So that's kind of one of the things that's going to differentiate this from other Facebook Lives. I also have a great friend that was at Social Media Marketing World this year. So I'm hoping, I haven't even asked her yet, but I'm hoping to get her on this show to talk about some things there, hopefully next week. So wait for that. And let's get started. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And that's about all. I'm going to take a sip of water. I am getting a scratchy, so I will need to drink water along the way. All right, so this is new. So since this is so new, we're just kind of getting it rolling. And we will be, like I said, every single Thursday, 9 a.m. Central Time. So not sure what time you're at. Let's talk about what I've heard about Social Media Marketing World and the things that they talked about the most. There were 3 items that I went on. Maybe some of you have heard, maybe you haven't, of Rick Mulready. He's fantastic with Facebook ads too. And so I listened to his podcast, The Art of Paid Traffic. Highly suggested if you want to learn deeper and more into Facebook ads. He talked about the 3 items that he actually went to traffic and conversion too, which was a fantastic, you kind of a win-win if you live in San Diego, and that's where Rick Mulready lives, because they had 2 events in a row. Social Media Marketing World and traffic and conversion came before that. And both sounded like fantastic events. 3 items that were talked about. One was still a lot of talk about the Facebook newsfeed algorithm. I guess that's a major thing. Like, how do we overcome that, the changes with the algorithm? And I'm going to talk about that. Facebook Live videos was a big talk. So obviously doing some sort of show around your business similar to this, if you could do it on a weekly consistent basis and get people back time and time again, that is another area that you definitely might want to consider. But on top of that, even in addition to Facebook Live, video is still the word out there. So it's not just live, but it's video. But that's a big way to overcome the algorithm. That was the number 2 topic. And then number 3 topic was bots. So bots are huge. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically, we use a tool called ManyChat. We do a lot with, we've been working with some clients in our marketing that we help with the ManyChat messenger it's not just ads. You can do messenger ads, but this is actually building subscribers too in ManyChat through Messenger. And we'll test it here in a minute. If you put the word, I can actually tell you now, if you put the word content in, you should be able to get, not sure if it's ready or not. I have somebody helping me with it. But if you put the word content in, you should see it. I will announce it again. You'll get a message in Messenger, and then you'll also get alerted to all of these upcoming live events so that you are aware. And then anything else that you need updates on in between might come into Messenger, but I won't overdo it, I promise. All right, so those were the 3 things. I want to talk about the Facebook newsfeed algorithm. I'm not sure what all the talk was at Facebook Live, but the bottom line is I said Facebook Live. It's Social Media Marketing World. The bottom line with the algorithm is, to me, I have not noticed any difference with my page, and I'll tell you why. There could maybe have potentially been some changes that have come up, but I haven't even noticed, because for the last year, probably a year and a half, 2 years, I haven't looked at my Facebook page as a place that I'm going to get a lot of engagement and a lot of action unless A, I'm doing a Facebook Live, or B, I'm putting ad spend behind it. It's just been a given to me that that's the way you need to roll with Facebook pages nowadays. And even if they've made these changes and we're not reaching people the way we used to with Facebook pages, it is needed to pay for ads. So I just want to reemphasize that. It's been a belief of mine, and I preached this for a long time, that you need to put money behind your ads. So that's very, very important too. And don't let this scare you. Just start implementing some of the things that are going to overcome it. Those 3 items would be Facebook Lives, Messenger bots, and running ads. And even if you're running a Facebook Live, you might need to put some money behind it to reach a further audience. It's very, very important. So those are the 3 things that I would suggest. All right, so that's the pieces that I got out of Social Media Marketing World from just listening to other people's podcasts. I did not attend, like I said, so we'll hopefully get my good friend on next week. That's my goal. All right, so let's talk about some new updates. Next, 2 things. I only have 2 new updates. There's not a lot, but the one I have is very exciting. Let me see if I can share my screen. Chrome tab. I did it, I think. No, maybe. Share, okay. Now I have to move it. And then I will show it. And I'm seeing your comments. Like butts, heads, page. All right, I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, they were like down below, so I didn't see them at first. Completely good, Bonnie. Bonnie's awesome. She does Facebook Lives. She's the queen of streaming. And yeah, we need to put money behind things, definitely. All right, so I'm going to unshow. Sit solo. Yay, I got it. Okay, so you should be seeing my screen now. So I'm going to go through this. This is one of the fun updates I'm so excited about. This one is something, let me know in the comments if you have this. It's on Facebook groups, and I know, Bonnie, you run a lot of groups, and it's only in mobile that the boost has happened. So this is from Mari Smith, and I'm just going to read her because she likes to post a lot of long posts and tell you a lot of information about it. So, friends, the boost button has arrived in groups. Whoa, do you have it? And I'm excited. I mean, that's pretty cool. Ooh, and here comes things in my feed from a group, of course. You can boost to audiences outside of your group. So for instance, I'm building a Twin Cities group for a meetup that I have, and I really want to take that meetup to the next level, get to know each other. So now I could actually, if I had it, I do not have it. So I want to know if you guys have it. The boosted post shows just like any other boosted post with the Telltale sponsored label. Your page name and group name are both displayed. Yay, that will help the page too. The feature seems to only be available on mobile for now. I checked my mobile, don't see it. Connie, you could check too if you see it too. You can see reach stats even before boosting, same as a page post. The boost button just showed up on one of my Facebook groups in Facebook Business Briefing with Mari Smith. I'm a part of that group, so that's interesting because she just did a really long Facebook Live in there. So I wonder if there's something you need to do inside your group in order to maybe, boom, get that. I don't know. It's interesting because she did a couple-hour Facebook Live in that group. You could share an external web link. 3 options for objectives: get link clicks, get likes, comments, shares, engage with the chat, and chat with potential customers. For the call to action buttons, the choices include WhatsApp. There's even call to action buttons. Ooh, cool. I want it. Running the promotion on Instagram as well is super easy. Facebook group name is not included. She said the interface is buggy and it took her 3 attempts. So obviously it's very new. But that's big news because I do believe it's coming to groups, and groups is another way to overcome that news feed algorithm. So I'm going to get rid of that. Oops. How do I get rid of it? Let's see. Okay, we want to hide it. Go. Yay. Okay. But I want it gone. No, sorry. I'm just new to this. Hide. Get rid of this stuff. Okay, come on. Oh, that little button below. Duh. Okay, there I am. Back. I'm just new to this Be Live, so be patient with me, please. I know, Bonnie, you're a pro at this, but this is like my 3rd, 4th, something like that. So I'm just always still trying to figure out what buttons to hit. All right, so then the next one I want to talk about is the Instagram changes. And there's not a lot of changes there. First, also, if you are on here, I want to know if you do have it in your group. I'd be curious. Do you have, Bonnie, you mentioned the call to action buttons is a nice feature. So, yep. It's absolutely, I don't even have that in my groups right now. Well, I only checked one group, to be honest, so maybe I do. Okay. Curious if you guys see it, and see the boost, see any of that stuff. All right, so let's keep going with Instagram, but let me know. And we're going to go over to another one. So let's see how I can do this. Nope, we want to get rid of that. You know what? I'm actually just going to read it out loud to you. I don't need to bring up the screen. But this one is talking about the Instagram updates and the algorithm changes with Instagram. It has been updated recently and it's made a change. But the bottom line is it's getting back to people. Instagram will increase your visibility if you respond right away. So that's going to be very important in increasing that visibility. It's kind of similar to Facebook, but you want that engagement. So it's important to get back to people right away. Some other things that you can do to really show up is not necessarily overload the hashtags. Let me read what this article says. And this is coming from digitalbrandinginstitute.com. This says, before the most recent change, it was common for people to use 15 to 30 hashtags on their posts. If you do see a block, then you maybe want to decrease that. Means your account will remain active, but won't necessarily show to anyone. So you want to play with those hashtags. It's now, they say, refined hashtags. Use only about 5 hashtags in your post. Look at just the hashtags revolving around your specific post. Now, I listened to Jen's Trends, and she's great, Jenn. She has been on our podcast, Business Growth Time. So if you want to check out hers, I'm not sure what show number it was, but go back to that, and it was very, very good. Bottom line is she's not a believer in lowering the hashtags. And I feel like it's something that you just need to test and do and see how it's working for your business. So it's up to you if you want to try a couple hashtags, 5 hashtags, and then try 20 hashtags. I've heard both. Instagram stories do cover a lot of weight and carry a lot of weight. So make sure that you're using Instagram stories in addition to your posts. And then it's talking about not repeating the hashtag so much. The repeating is important not to do. Try to mix up those hashtags a lot. I'm losing my voice, obviously. And you have to find ones unique to your post when you're using the hashtags. So that's very, very important too. All right, so those are just some things. There's a lot of things happening with Instagram. Mari, when she did her Facebook briefing, she was talking about how Instagram is now the new Facebook of Facebook. So it's becoming Facebook of Facebook. It is growing in popularity and it is getting conversion, believe it or not. I always used to just say, Instagram's only for brand awareness. And honestly, it is not only for brand awareness anymore. It is converting. And one of her stats was 60% of Instagram users are finding new products through Instagram and purchasing those products. So it's a big turnaround from what it used to be. And because Facebook owns Instagram, I think it's very important to know that you're getting the ads over there if you choose to. So it's something I test every time. Okay, so I want to finish this up by talking about a couple of my case studies that I worked on this week that I just want to talk about with you, that some aha moments I had with clients. I actually had a coaching session with a client that I helped launch a sales funnel, a Facebook ad funnel. And how this one worked, it's e-commerce. And it's a product-driven funnel. So we took and we started the funnel with Facebook ads. We took that Facebook ad, and I'll talk more about the Facebook ad. We drove that to a landing page of the product itself. We did have a bonus. So they had a bonus ebook with a purchase. And then they did have an upsell too to purchase their product. So if they wanted to buy the product, they actually had an add-on product that could coordinate with that item. Well, in the end, we tested this ad for a couple of weeks, and it was an ad that promoted the product and promoted that we had a free ebook if you purchased that product. And the ad conversion went very, very well. It actually did quite well. We were getting, 11 cents per click. So we got 11 cents per click, which is really, really low, driving the traffic at 11 cents per click. I'm very, very, very happy with. And the conversion wasn't happening. Okay. So when I see that the conversion's not happening, and we test video versus graphics, we tested Facebook versus Instagram, and the Facebook seemed to be less costly, but they did get a conversion, and the conversion happened. So they got a purchase. The conversion actually happened on Instagram, which surprised me. So that told me that, let's keep up with the Instagram. In the end, we had them change out their landing page, because all the things that were happening with the Facebook side of things, with the ads, everything that was happening was it had a high relevance score. That, if you don't know what that means, it's just an ad term. They have a 0 to 10. I don't know if I've ever seen a 0, but 0 to 10 relevance score. And if you only have a 3, that means you're not getting much engagement. You would end up paying less for it. If you end up doing getting more engagement, so you want to have that higher relevance score. 10 is the best. It's rare to get a 10. But the bottom line is it was doing very, very well, and it still is doing very well. The downfall is when it landed on the landing page, it did not convert. So with the amount of traffic that we sent there, the average conversion rate, just FYI, for e-commerce is 2%, approximately 2%. I know it sounds really low, but they ended up getting enough traffic there at a very cost-effective, where if they had converted 2%, they should have had 20 sales and they would have seen an ROI, meaning they would have seen a return on their investment. So if it had converted properly, oh, I see I froze. Sorry. Okay, I started again. I don't know. I froze on my end. So if it had converted properly on the landing page, so now what do you think we need to look at? We need to look at the landing page. Everything on this end's working. So until that landing, now they're pausing this ad until the landing page gets fixed. So there's a lot of moving parts with an ad campaign, with a sales funnel. So I just want you to be aware that this happens. So this is a lesson learned that I learned this week with a client that I wanted to pass on to you. So you need to have all the pieces in place properly, and you need to break each piece down. If point A, point B, point C is working, but D isn't, we've got to fix D. Hope that makes sense to you. And that's something I would love to further. I do this further in my community. So I will mention this community. You can find that at, I believe you have to enter the www, it's something I've had an issue with. It's www.janetjohnson.com / or /, I never know what to say there, / SS101 community. So that's my community. And if you have an interest in that, you can learn more at that. It's my inner circle where I actually delve into a lot deeper detail than we even do here. I also want to make sure that you get alerted on this show, and you can get my free content guide that I have. It's a social media content guide that's been downloaded by thousands of people. You just need to put in the word content below and you will get that. All right. So I want to talk about one more thing that I did, that this is short and to the point, but it's another thing with Facebook ads. I have a new potential client that I said, let's look at what somebody else had been doing. She had hired an agency that she was charged a lot of money for, and they've been doing Facebook ads for her for the last 6 months, and she doesn't feel like she's getting the results that she wanted. So what I did was asked her for the access to the ads, and I ended up getting digging into it. And they actually were doing things properly. I mean, it was more than anything. I don't want to put, and I don't even know the name of the company myself. Don't want to put anybody down, but the bottom line is they were doing things real well. They were retargeting the people that had abandoned cart, because that's about a 65% of people abandoned cart, and you can go recapture them if you do the right thing. So she was retargeting the abandoned cart. This company was also doing a lot of things to just get back in front of people that have been to the website, doing a lot of retargeting pieces. They had tested different audiences. So they were doing a lot of things to get in front of people again and again. But the thing that I caught, and I really haven't delved into this super deep yet, but the one main thing that I caught is they didn't really test where they were sending. So mobile, they had mobile turned on, they had desktop turned on. So they were sending all these ads to mobile and desktop. Well, desktop sometimes can be very costly compared to mobile. So you need to see which one works and which one is truly converting. They didn't test Facebook versus Instagram separately. They were doing that all in one. They did not turn off the ad network. And they had the ads in Messenger, and they had the ads everywhere. They had the ads on the right-hand side. Every single place was turned on, and they hadn't tested each one against each other. So that's something that I feel is very important to just share with you. Test different way. You got to check on your stats and how it's doing, and you got to test different platforms, different placements, and different audiences constantly with your ads. So that was just something I learned, a takeaway that I wanted to pass on to you. So those were the things that I wanted to cover today. Let's just kind of recap. Social media marketing world, hoping to have a speaker next week that attended, a guest here. The bots, the algorithm change, Facebook Live, the doing videos and Facebook Lives, try to do something consistent, a show. That's the takeaway to help overcome that Facebook algorithm. And you got to pay for ads, figure out an ad budget. Instagram, lots of changes happening there. Just start doing some more stories, play with the hashtags, post maybe more often. Facebook group posts have happened. I don't know who has it. I don't have it at the moment, but put in the comments. Even if you're watching this on the replay, put in the comments. Yes, I have the group boost. No, I don't have the group boost. I just want to find out who does. And we had a couple ads that I ran, so I just ran you through some case studies there. I appreciate you guys coming. Put content below if you want to catch my live every week, and then we will send out a message on Messenger so you could be reminded, and you would also get my guide. I am running a VIP day coming up. I'm very excited about. There's only 2 spots left at this point. So we don't have the date set in stone. We're basing it on your availability. So if you have an interest in that, you can actually, I'll actually add the in the comments, my VIP day, where you can fill out the application. It's right on my website. Let me see if I can pull that up. It's www, I don't think you have to put the www, but whatever, janetjohnson.com. And then that is / VIP-day-application. There's a video there talking about what it is. We talked a lot about Facebook ads here, and if you're unsure what I was talking about, then definitely look into the VIP day, because this is going to give you a jump start on your social media. I'm looking forward to hanging out with people and really helping them get the jump start with their Facebook, Instagram, and their ads and their marketing. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it, and I will see you next week. Have a good one.